Sorry guys, I forgot about my YouTube password. And yeah, I'm back, I guess. So, while I was scrolling through Cody.cast's profile, I realized that the 164 market has been changing. And now that I've mentioned it, most of these brands never fail to impress me with the details on such a really small scale. Well, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Hot Wheels used to be in that league until they cheapskate out of their way to make themselves look shittier. Licensed models or not, this is a time where the 64 market is changing rapidly, and it shows in the future as to why the newer 64 brands are starting to take over the market. And most people these days move towards MiniScales rather than hunting or collecting Hot Wheels. First of all, options and availability. When it comes to great fantasy ball selections and the availability in commonplace areas such as the mall or the convenience stores, Hot Wheels takes the cake on that one. But on the other hand, they're trying way too hard with the licensed models nowadays, with the options limited due to the crappy decisions made by the company. On the other hand, we have mini scales. Now, they're only exclusive to pre-orders and online stores, which is even more frustrating if I be completely honest. Their selection has been really vast, hence as to why I've been getting so many models of the LMDH, the 164 Formula 1 cars, Indy cars, and maybe some obscure cars that no one even knows or talks about these days. So, now speaking of details, the build quality and the details themselves, Hot Wheels shine in terms of durability and creativity actually, because most of the paint schemes that we've never seen on these sort of cars are quite unique and pretty bold in terms of their decisions. I'm not talking about them right now, I'm talking about them back in like the 2000s and early part of the 2010s. Well, in mini scale, they shine on the detailing department at the cost of their durability. You can tell that most mini scale brands put out most of their heart and soul in creating or crafting the model to ensure that the accuracy is as close as it gets to the real life car. You can tell that they mostly get the paint finish, sponsors, and decals, or mostly the entire shape and the proportions right. Mostly. Exactly scaled as it could be. It's eye-pleasing to the point that people would want to get a hold of it regardless of the fear of missing out. Hot Wheels these days just feels imbalanced, unproportionate, even though there are some cases that they're unproportionate back then, and off-scale, if you could tell by then, and a little bit too cheap. I'm talking about the modern ones, not you, sweetie. It's true that Hot Wheels has lost their way. Even if it were just $1, you'd still appreciate that their love for creativity or even base detailing to the point where they actually cut out a part of their base to actually put a logo into it. Mostly with the underside, that's what I was talking about at least. And mostly the texture of the paint or like the paint quality and all of those while still trying to engrave their logo and model name of it in the most creative ways possible. With the company's decisions of trying to remove all that just to ensure that the budget cuts will be available for future production. It's just a flat and cheap ass oval engraved with the logo and base, devoid of creativity or soul to it. However, with the mini scale market starting to develop more and more day by day, they are without their issues. Due to maybe some cars being rushed into production, you have to expect some mix-ups with the print and cheap decaling, some paint defects too, or even just imbalanced proportions with the tooling themselves. Not really imbalanced proportions, but like just wonky placements of like how, some certain parts that they've put. For example, like you could see a bent shark wing or a bent rear wing. Yeah, in my cases, it happens so much, and obviously it's not really that good for the face of the brand. It all mostly comes down with the QC of their models, whether they take it well or not. Some consumers may have the best experience, some may not, but sometimes a gamble when a mini-scale model is boxed without knowing the horrors before unpacking from its shell. Unless you cheat your way with the Mini Joe exclusive packages, then you're good. I do forgot to mention that the pricing is a tad bit higher than your usual Hot Wheels model. So if your wallet is prepared to take care of this fucking shit show, good luck with that. Overall, the 164 car model market has gone a significant shift in recent years, with newer brands quickly gaining ground over Hot Wheels due to their superior options, availability, and attention to detail. While Hot Wheels remain a nostalgic and durable choice, its modern offerings often fall short in quality and design, disappointing longtime collectors like me. In contrast, mini-scale brands have captivated enthusiasts with their meticulous craftsmanship and vast selection of licensed models, despite occasional quality control issues. I'm looking at you, Mini GT and Tarmac. As the market continues to evolve, it's clear that collectors are prioritizing detail, accuracy, variety, and mostly eye-pleasing sort of content in a way, over the convenience and affordability that Hot Wheels once dominated. This shift marks an exciting new era for 164 scale car models, where passion and precision take center stage.